So I guess I'm a bit of a latecomer to the Australian racing scene, but when I first came to Australia, I guess the horse that really, captured my imagination was a mare called First Seal. So when I arrived to Australia, I came to work at Think Big Stud for Dato Chan Chinnam and Duncan Ramage. And at the time there was a 2-year-old there called First Seal. So she was in work with John Thompson, and she had her first start, and then she came back to the farm for a spell before the Spring Carnival. When she came back to the farm, she was just she was just the most beautiful mare. A great type, you can see. She made a lot of money as a yearling, and you could really see why. She was an outstanding, very physically impressive filly at the time. So she went back in for the Spring Carnival. I remember she won her maiden, and then she was, I think, pretty big odds in the T-Rose. I remember back then having pretty decent wager on her at the time, at pretty big odds. I think she was about 20-1 to win the T-Rose. So obviously she went on, she won that race, and then progressed to win the Flight Stakes, the Group 1. So really that was the first horse, I guess, that in Australia that I had something to do with, that was really a top liner. Obviously she made a bit of a habit of beating Winx. At the time we didn't quite realise what she was beating, but you know, Winx obviously went on and did what she did. So First Seal was a really outstanding, very high-class mare, and also, you know, physically, you know, a very beautiful, very well put together horse. So really, she's a mare that really captured my imagination.
And I remember, you know, she used to go back and spell there, and then she'd come back through the pre-training at Think Big Start in the racing barn there. And it must have been so exciting every time she'd come back and have a spell, because you'd be able to look after this wonderful mare who by that point was a Group 1 winner. And tell me what, you know, if you're fairly new to it all, to be involved with that sort of mare.
Yeah, it was a real privilege to be able to work with a mare like that, really at the start of my time here in Australia. It was a great privilege. Every day, you know, come in, she was very, she had a great temperament, but at the same time you could tell she was a strong-willed, was a strong-willed horse. You could see why she was so good. She knew she was good. But to come in, you know, to have her spelling there, and then obviously doing her pre-training as well, I guess getting that exposure to, you know, a really top-line horse. Yeah, it was a great experience. Yeah,
and I guess you feel that now when you're involved with like Vegas Showgirl, Winx's mother, and all these wonderful mares here at Segenhoe Stud.
Yeah, I'm very lucky to work at, you know, there was lots of great horses to Think Big, and then coming to Segenhoe, there's Broodmare Band here really is littered with, you know, stars of the past on the track. So I've been very fortunate with the horse I've been able to work with here in Australia.
And First Seal's going to be much too good, wins it by 3. Winx is second.